Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another edition of Red's View. This is your favorite host, Jay Red. Before I begin this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That's most important. Also, hit the like button. Hit the like button or the dislike button to help out the algorithm so this video can get out, so people can see it. All right, so I got a question. I have a serious question. I really, really want to know this. All right. What does Christopher Brown, Breezy, whatever you want to call him? Come on, Team Breezy. Y'all come in here too. What does he have to do to be forgiven? What does Chris Brown have to do to be forgiven at this point? Now, the reason that I'm asking this is because of what transpired this past weekend. So Chris Brown was supposed to appear in the NBA All-Star game, I believe. He was invited by the NBA to appear in the NBA All-Star game. I think the celebrity game, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, but he got uninvited. He got uninvited to the celebrity basketball game or at All-Star weekend, whatever the case may be. I think he was supposed to be a part of the game. So we're going to dive into it and look exactly what happened. So I'm sharing my screen with you. It says Chris Brown says he was uninvited from the NBA All-Star weekend game. And this is what he put in his Instagram story. He says that I was asked by the NBA to play in the All-Star game this year. So that's what it was. I was right. Only for them to call later and say they couldn't do it because of their sponsors, like Ruffles. At this point, I'm sick of people bothering me, and I'm tired of living in the fucking past. All right. Now after he said that, he said I posted the email so you all could see the NBA was still trying to get me to come and sit courtside. Not effing happening. He concluded with a statement: I only go where I'm appreciated. And it says the emails also included mock-ups of his uniform and stuff like that. All right. Now, Ruffles, in the NBA, I think they released this statement. It says Ruffles sponsored the NBA All-Star game. However, Ruffles did not have any involvement nor visibility to in any player decisions, blah, 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 blah. Ruffles had no input, blah, 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 blah. And of course, Chris Brown was calling cap to all of that, which I can understand. Now, this is the thing, man. He posted proof that they reached out to him. The NBA reached out to him. My whole thing is this, man. Like, what does he have to do to be forgiven? Because the sponsors say they don't want Chris Brown. They don't want him there. What backlash would he receive at this point if he plays in the damn NBA All-Star game? Now, I understand award shows because the same thing happened with the Academy Music Awards, I believe, the AMAs. He was supposed to do a tribute to Michael Jackson or something of the sort. He rehearsed and everything, but then at the last minute, they tell him no. Now, the thing is, I know Chris Brown ain't no angel. I know Chris Brown put his hands on women. He put his hands on Rihanna, and allegedly he put his hands on Carucci. I think he had to have a restraining order, but from my understanding, that's because he violated his probation, something like that. But anyway, this is stemming from Rihanna. The Rihanna thing happened damn near 20 years ago, I want to say. Well, over 15, I know that, right? So the thing is, it's like, I get that happened, but the man has apologized. Rihanna has forgiven him. Rihanna has forgiven him. So shouldn't everybody else forgive him at this point? He served and did the community service that he did. And he's done pretty much an apology tour. He's done everything he's needed to do. So what is the issue? These days, Chris Brown can't do songs with women. If you remember, I think Normani appeared in his video. They had something to say about her. I think, back this last summer, I believe, or was it last summer, I think, Sierra released a song with Chris Brown. She received criticism. Anytime a woman does anything with Chris Brown, she receives criticism. So the thing is, it's like, what does he have to do at this point? And I really want to ask that question because the brother has did so much after that. And it's an NBA All-Star game at the end of the day. It's nothing but men that we're going to be playing in that All-Star game, from my understanding. It's All-Star weekend, a male-dominated sport. I don't see why Ruffles would have a problem with him being there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with Ruffles, what would be the issue? Are you going to receive backlash as a sponsor and people saying they're not going to eat those cheddar and sour cream chips from Ruffles? Are they not going to fuck with your chips no more because of Chris Brown? I doubt it. It seems like it's some other inside stuff. A lot of people don't like him in the industry. He's blackballed on certain things, but if he was truly blackballed, he wouldn't be able to be as successful as he is. But we do see he doesn't have the accessibility as other artists do. But my question is, what the hell else does he have to do? He said I'm sorry so many times, and Rihanna has forgiven him. When we know that's where this comes from. Now, keep for granted, he has done stuff like join a blood gang and been reckless on some stuff. He even got into it with Usher last year, allegedly. But we don't know. I don't know. And somebody in the comments, please help me out. Like, what else does he have to do? Like, I understand domestic abuse happens, and he was very wrong for what he did with Rihanna. Very wrong for what he did with Rihanna. But if she has forgiven him, if the victim has forgiven him, what else does he need to do? And that's his thing. He does sports. He does basketball. He's been in celebrity basketball games and different things like that. That doesn't correlate to any of the drama that he had going on. I doubt that if Chris Brown appeared in that All-Star game, people would have been up in arms like, no, oh my God, y'all had Chris Brown there? It's some BS. And my thing is, why even invite him to uninvite him? Don't even email him. Don't even email him unless you go to your sponsors, unless you go to whoever helps put on the events and ask them first before you invite them. Because, I would get mad as hell if I'm rehearsing for the AMAs to give a tribute to Michael Jackson, and last minute y'all tell me I can't do it. I would be pissed if you sending me emails and mock-ups of my jersey, and I'm thinking I'm about to go have fun with my celebrity friends, and you tell me last minute, nah, there are issues. We still want you to come to the game, though. We still want you to come to the game and sit there. That's BS, pure BS. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Brown, like I said, he's paid his debt to society regarding the Rihanna incident. And I just don't know what else he needs to do. It's BS. Don't invite somebody just to uninvite them. That's why, and I'm glad that he posted that to get it out and let people know what it is, to show that he's getting fucked with still years later after he did everything that he needed to do. If, like I said, I keep going back to this. If Rihanna has forgiven him, why can't everybody else forgive him for that? Now, any other BS he does, I'm against that. But with that particular situation, I don't think that there would have been protesters outside if he would have appeared at the NBA All-Star game. Now, if this was the Grammys, well, I'll say this. Chris Brown could never perform at the Super Bowl. He'll never be able to perform at the Super Bowl because I know people will be up in arms. People will be up in arms about that. White folks, abused victims, different things like that. I know that's what would happen. But NBA All-Star games, come on, man. But my advice to Breezy, especially if you see this video, brother, is keep doing you. Be independent. You've been doing great to come from the situation that you came through. I'm not co-signing that at all. But I feel like from the outside looking in, he has been forgiven by the abuser. Any wrong he's done with that particular, by the victim, right? Anything that he has been doing after that, he's paid his debt to society. So let the brother breathe. Or if you are against Chris Brown, just don't invite him. Just don't invite him. Leave him where he is and let him do his thing, because it's BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody offering you a job, saying it pays all this, and then they look at your record and be like, nah. You be like, well, damn, I'm not in prison anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that stuff anymore. I've had a clean record for the last 10 years, but you can't hire me because of this BS. So it is what it is. But y'all let me know in the comments, what do you think Chris Brown has to do to be forgiven? And if you did like this video, if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the like button to help the algorithm out. And most importantly, make sure that you stream my EP. It's called Rewind. You see it scrolling right here. It's right here in the corner too, that album artwork. It's available on all streaming platforms. It's hip-hop music, good for your spirit, good for your soul. Go check that out from J-Red. But anyway, man, I'll see y'all on the next video.